I can't take this anymore. Hi, chat. Welcome in. Playlist that doesn't make me want to jump off a bridge. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Just, I don't know, would I be proud of my creation or resent it? That's an excellent question. All right, never speak of that starting soon screen again. Ever. Not once. Oh my God. Happy Wednesday, my dudes. I want to speak of it. I don't want to speak of it. I mean, honestly, 488, it was kind of catchy, and the production quality, I listened to some of their other music. Production quality and some of their other music is like really, really fantastic. No, you didn't. It was just stuck in my brain. It was just stuck in my brain, and I couldn't unsee it. Where did you even post it, Tinko? Was it in her Discord? I know she's on my first page of Discord things. Where is it at? Was it under media? Where'd you put it? Art sharing? Oh, Christ. Asked to rig it? Oh my God. My question is if those elf ears are plastic surgery or detachable. Those are 100% detachable. Hold up. We go back to the starting soon screen. Why are you throwing stuff at me? Bun! Hi, Bun! Oh God, actually, I don't know. It does have they have a lot of jewelry in those. Are there ears like that in every music video? I don't know, and it makes me mildly uncomfortable. Bun, thank you for the 21 months. I was going to answer your answer to my DM and tell you that I too have still been coughing all over everything, but generally pretty good. Oh God, get me out of here. Get me out of here. We might be able to slap its pieces on your texture atlas, or we could never do that. Ever. Why our lungs do this to us? I don't know. It sucks. And I remember to take my inhaler before streaming today, so. How is everybody? Welcome in. We've got 48, Catachino, Tinko, Nerdy, Oakham, Bundling. Anybody else that I missed? I'm sorry. Welcome in. When I created OMG Man, I did not expect for it to go this far. See, that's okay. All right. That is the thing. That is the thing about my community, all right? That is, you have to understand that, and I know, like, a lot of streamers have communities like this, but listen, ass eggs still come up every once in a while here. It will, if it's nonsensical enough, it will be preserved in perpetuity. You can, yeah, ain't nobody got chill here. That's the truth. It's, it's just how these things work here. I'm tired and panicking for Kudo board related stuff. Wait, which Kudo board? Which one are you helping organize now? Ah! Why are you throwing stuff at me, nerdy? Tonight we were supposed to do a collab, but I didn't have my shit put together well enough to actually ask somebody to collab because I didn't want to be like, hey, do you want to collab? And then be like, also, it's horribly organized and not very good. So I didn't ask anybody. And hi, Mid Valley, hi, Sen. Hi, howdy. Hi, hey, howdy. Sorry. Okay, all right, fine, be that way. So I think we may play the demo of that Pacific whatever game that I talked about earlier, or we could just react Andy. I don't know. Why did the explosion play before Gus? Because it's been broken like that for a long time, Tinko. I late, so I murder. Wow, how dare you be 15 minutes late. You'll boot up your PC. I still don't have it all the way. I know how to do it now, and I have a good plan for the collab, but I don't have it put together yet. You played the demo earlier. How long did the demo take you, Oakham? Not organizing. Oh, Uni's farewell one. Yeah. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Tinko, do you think that she's going to pop up somewhere else? Real question. Or has she given a reason why she's just like, I'm out? That's wild, though. I figure it's like she's been very successful with this. Like, successful enough, I would think, to have been making good money off full-time streaming. She's being private. Hey, there's lots of things that would motivate somebody to step away from, I mean, really, like, infinite things. There could be any reason at all, and it's perfectly valid for somebody to choose to walk away from something like streaming full-time. So I'm convinced this art job's in Japan. Yeah. I'm sure that, like I said, whenever we first found out, it's got to be a pretty incredible opportunity. That, or it's just, you know, the mental well-being decided to just, you know, focus on other things. There's nothing wrong with that. You did not finish it. How long did you play it? Yeah. It's wild to see somebody so successful in the space step away, though. Not even somebody that, like, I like her content. I've never been like a huge in like, okay, how do you word it, consumer of her content, I guess. Given that when she announced it, even Dia knew nothing about it. That's crazy. That's crazy. You only played like an hour and a half? Okay, interesting. Do you want to shout him out, Tinko? Uni's graduating. Yeah. So if you have been a uni enjoyer, now is your time to.
I'm the booba. I smell booba.
Okay. What a fucking clip. I mean, it's a fucking bop, so like I'm not upset about it, but we didn't exactly we didn't exactly showcase the streamer very much there. But yeah, she's been a force in the VTuber space since like 2020. Like I don't know when her actual debut was, but I know it was pretty early on. And has done some pretty awesome stuff, made some awesome connections. You'll see the little bestinis around all over the place. Like all over the place, dude. Wild stuff. But yeah, in lieu of the collab that I still want to do, we'll probably fuck around with that demo tonight. First stream October 2019. I thought it was 2019. Yeah. I don't know. I could have fallen into like the Italian tuber, niche, but somehow I fell into the Australian tuber niche.
Good thing bees will never graduate. He's too parasocial and lost his mental stability years ago. Also
fair.
running the Bee Getty empire. Please buy Bee Getty.
God, dude. I think if a Bee Getty empire actually spawned from this, that would make me more likely to graduate. So be glad that it's such a nonsensical thing. Darian, welcome in. Welcome. But the rest of that, I'm not really that parasocial, I don't think, but I guess I can be. But yeah, 2019 to 2024. That's a long run in this space. I mean, considering that VTubing really popped off it really popped off in 2020. But I mean, so did like everything, dude. Online everything popped off in 2020. Which makes sense because we were all stuck at home worldwide. But I was watching, I don't even know why. I wasn't even subscribed to the dude, but I watched a video by like I don't know, how do you put him into a box? Like he does like silly tech videos, I guess. A lot of like, I bought a bunch of shit on Wish and it's crazy. He does a bunch of videos like that these days. He used to do more in depth. Didn't our art group just disband as well? Yes, Mid Valley, they did. No, I mean, it was probably like what, 4 or 5 months ago at this point, Tinko. Anyways, I watched one of his videos and he's like, a lot of people in the space are thinking about retiring. Just, we're not pulling the views. We're not pulling the views that we were pulling in 2020. Like, I feel it. I understand it. I'm not there, but it wasn't unbox therapy. Nah, Lou has got an interesting, we could do a whole stream on Lou. Was it really November? So what? That's just a couple months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah, that really surprised me, Tinko. It really did. I was expecting to see them at like Dokumi again or something this year. Has Tinko watched the VOD with the lovely inflatable pizza? I don't know. Did you catch that part of the stream, Tinko? I'm going to save it. Tinko, would you be down to do a stream with me one day when we schedule it, where I just prepare a bunch of things for you to react to? I'm not putting you on the spot or anything, right? Just asking you in front of everybody. But we kicked around this idea one time when you weren't around, and I've never actually asked you about it. But I'll save the inflatable pizza, the bees reaction buffet. I think the majority of it would be food, but I think we can find some other things that would be good to have Tinko react to. Who was it I was talking about? YouTube. What's the guy's name? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, Austin Evans. Austin Evans. Videos. What did he? No, he didn't. Oh, it was 3 weeks ago. That video's from 3 weeks ago. I didn't even realize it, but it was on my recommended today, and somehow I watched it. Just tell me when. If I don't have a Magic the Gathering tournament, I'm home. Well, obviously, I would schedule it with you, and we would figure it out for sure. Dokumi this year is whack. Same days as the Euro Cup football games in the city, so prices for hotels and shit are through the roof. That sounds like a terrible time. And then TwitchCon got announced for the same. Wait, so TwitchCon is the same days as Dokumi? Interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll skip Dokumi this year and maybe year after. That's a shame though, because like I was super impressed with that convention. Like just in general, I had a great time there, and it was just really a really cool experience. Where is it?
10 years ago.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. Anybody else in chat planning on going to TwitchCon? I mean, obviously I know of like Tinko, but why do I have 5 notifications on YouTube? Okay. I have an alert for me, apparently Turbodong 2000. All right. Where was it? I forget exactly where he talks about it, but
We used to do PC builds all the time. We used to do like real tech reviews, and sort of over time that has sort of evolved into different stuff. And look, I'm happy with what we make. I am. I don't want to make a basement. I was taking screenshots on an iPod Touch. It's going to go up and up and up forever. But nothing goes up forever. There's always going to be successful over the years, whether you're on the new come to an. And I think a lot of people are thinking one-on-one with you guys. A souvenir on the back of the set. So
I think it was like this part of the video.
Opportunity for me to have a little one-on-one with you guys, because I think a lot of people are thinking about their future right now on YouTube. And I think that it's a good thing to consider. Every good thing has to come to an end. That's the way that life works. It's a good thing.
You know, baby, me and Tinko are going to go on a date and get some authentic Italian pineapple pizza. Authentic as fuck. Yeah, y'all better not forget to invite me. I love me a good pineapple pizza.
Have to come to an end. Change is what drives progress and new ideas and new generations. It is a good thing. But it's not a good thing when you're on the wrong end of that change. And whether it's burnout, whether it is a lack of interest from your audience, whether like there's so many YouTubers who have been successful over the years and then their audience outgrew them, whether it was the content, whether it's the humor, whatever the case is. Like, you know, when everything just goes up and up and up and up, it feels like it's going to go up and up and up forever. But nothing goes up forever. There's always going to be, maybe not a reckoning, but things have to sort of level off at a certain point. And I think that for a lot of creators, that point is now. Now, I will tell you, that point is not now for me. I am not quitting. I am not giving up on content anytime soon. You know, there are a lot of reasons why creators are quitting, you know, and I think that we've all seen the videos, we've all seen a lot of the people who we've watched for years and years, we've come to rely on, just decide that, hey, I'm done. But I think it's part of something that's healthy. And the fact that YouTubers have had such longevity, I think is a good thing. Like, I know that it's very popular to complain. It's very popular to go, oh no, YouTube changed, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. I really get it. But I'm a true believer in the idea that YouTube has enabled me to live a life that I absolutely would not have had access to without it. I was a 16-year-old.
Wait, Oakham, where are you from? You're stuck in Florence? Are you not coming to TwitchCon? What the hell?
Kid making videos out of my mom's basement.
That's so wild.
I was taking screenshots on an iPod Touch. I pulled the microphone from Rock Band for PS2. And I'm like, hello, welcome to blah, blah, blah. Like, there is no scenario in which a guy like me.
Well, whatever. He talks about how in 2020 the views were insane and nobody's getting the views that they were getting back then. And I wonder, it made me wonder how many, like, I feel like the viewership in streaming is so inconsistent and sporadic, and you can be a huge streamer. You could have like an average of 6,000 viewers, and then one day you'll just have like 4,000 for just no reason. I wonder if big streamers are experiencing like the same thing right now, and if that's a demotivating factor for people in this space, because it's kind of crazy. I probably am half Portuguese, half from Mozambique. Oh, well, that's cool. Well, I hope to see you there. Nice stream title. Thank you. If you have no idea what I'm talking about or why the first half of the stream title is from the music video from that song that got posted on the Discord by 488. Well, it was from a comment, and the second part of it is the newest Niji controversy. Did you hear about this, Tinko? I hesitate to say controversy, but it's just fucking crazy, dude, what some people just say. It's wild to me what some people say. No, I don't even know the dude's name, but apparently there's this dude that's been making like repeated comments about how awful white people are. And it's just like, why, bro? You're like, you're the mouthpiece of an organization that's going through hell right now. And you're just like, you're going to just say some like ignorant shit about what? Randomus, welcome in. It's crazy, dude. There's like a 5-minute compilation of this dude just saying wild shit. Like it's, that's why my audio sucked on Lethal this past Saturday. I still have the mic from PS3 Guitar Hero. Hell, I'm using it now. That's why my audio sucked on Lethal this past Saturday. Tinko, for the love of God, can I like, better mics aren't even that, but that, like, explain yourself. Oh my God. Catachino, this is why I had to send a box of computer parts to Italy. This is exactly. Now you understand, Catachino. This is why I sent an actual brick of computer parts to Tinko from fucking Texas to Italy. Because the dude was rocking like had a motherboard that you could like overclock with, and an i5 that you couldn't overclock, and like 4 gigs of RAM. It works. Why does it work? Does it work, Tinko? Does it work? You're actually triggering me right now. I just shook my microphone violently, and I'm sorry if it was way too dank. Hi, McLennan. I'm yelling at Tinko. How do you know access to anything more advanced than a potato? There's got to be a way that you can use like your phone microphone or something. It works poorly. It's the Italian way. Jesus Christ. Mid Valley and Tinko are gonna be throwing hands in my chat. That's not a thing. Oh God, I think you're. It's not a thing of if it does, it's a thing of should it. That's a fair statement. My build's likely not the most efficient either, but it's at least newer. Give me suggestions for a decent mic, about €100 then. I can do that. I will take time out of my day to Google what is the best like per dollar microphone right now. I'll even look it up on an Italian electronics store. It would depend on if you had an audio interface. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, or say that I do not believe that Tinko has an audio interface. I think we're working with USB here. Randomus, did you stream today? How are you doing? I don't honestly know what the best like per dollar USB microphones are right now, but I know that there are some really good ones. So I don't think it would take that long to figure out. What was that dude's name? I don't want to spend too much time on it. I'm going to change my title in not long, but get him a PS4 or a PS5 mic, instant upgrade. I swear to God, I'm just lazy, dude. I have a tab open from the first TPP. I feel like I should understand what TPP is, and I'm just not. Wait. At this point, then, shouldn't we just wait and get him a PS6 microphone? Twitch plays Pokemon? Wait. How could you possibly still have a tab open from 2014? We need to find one of those archaic office mics for Tinko. Like, here, hold on. Let me not dox myself, or make sure that I'm not going to dox myself. Okay, should be good. So, stand mic USB. God, even all of these are like, okay, how about stand mic USB vintage? Surely, oh, here we go. Hell yeah. We're gonna get you one of these bad boys, Takeo. Look at the adjustability on this thing. Firefox restores tabs on startup and a session export import for my PC rebuild in 2017. That is absolute insanity, Tinko. I don't even know how to respond to that statement. The classic supermarket announcement. Like, I used to have one of these. Back when I was playing Battlefield 1942 competitively, this was the microphone that I was using. Like, maybe even pretty close to this exact one. Because it had the little rotatey thing, and it was just like a stick. Looks like a Game Boy worm light. Yeah, it is bendy like that. Yeah. Tinko takes better care of browser tabs than I do of computers. Oh God. I don't understand how you like have something even somewhat organized for that long. There's no way. I would accidentally close that shit or something. There's no way it would have stayed open this whole time. Tinko, don't pay me for the hotel. Buy a fucking microphone. Oh shit. Or we can spend $18 and get you a G55. Patent gooseneck hose design with LED. One mute button. I don't know why they needed to specify that there was one mute button. Audio 3.5 millimeter jack output available. Unique patent gaming style design, professional and classic appearance.
You already know what I'm doomed to, that popcorn bucket.
Dude, I would 100% wear that hat if I could get my hands on it. Like, would 100, I wish I could just buy that hat. I found it. Did you see where I posted it on the Discord, Kung Fu? We're looking at new microphones for Tinko, by the way. Rotatable microphone stand, adjust height and angle freely. Oh my God, this thing is so sick. Why only one? I want two. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, look at it.
I'm filling that bucket with spaghetti. Get yours today at your local cinema. Now, available the spaghetti mic, made specifically for Italian people who like cheesy carbonara.
Why you like this? Oh my God. Or we could spend $20 and get this one. Look at this shit. Household RGB microphone, anti-noise bendable desktop gaming USB condenser. Gaming chat, do you want a gaming microphone? RGB streamer lighting effect? Dude, I've never been called out more in my fucking life. Oh my God, dude. That is this is they have two pictures of it in a loop-de-loop. It's literally just it's just 180 degrees.
They won't call you a gamer. They will call you the gamer.
The gamer. Oh shit, it's not just a streamer microphone, it's an esports games microphone. RGB streamer. Dude, this is like a fever dream microphone ad. What is game director? What does that even mean? Game director live streaming voice chat. Your point of view. Rigid and flexible metal gooseneck design can be different according to their own needs. Adjust the angle to achieve a better pickup angle. 90 degrees small angle adjustment, 180 degrees large angle adjustment. Oh my God. Dude, I'm honestly going to be sad if AI robs us of advertisements like this. I really will be. Oh, now it's a multifunctional voice microphone. Is this PUBG? Is this dude playing PUBG? I mean, I know it's photoshopped on here, but still. Studio decoding chip. Powerful and passionate core. Powerful and professional audio master analysis chip with lower total harmonic distortion and noise. Drive-free installation, powerful and compatible. Plug and play, always passionate. Compatible with current mainstream game live broadcast. K-Song app, computer, tablet, mobile phone can be used. I gotta get one of these, dude. Metal gooseneck, 360-degree arbitrary distortion, satisfying the angle you want. Ayo? Ayo? In case you didn't understand, there's an arrow pointing at the loop-de-loop too. I like, say angle of the dangle. Yo, it is the angle of the dangle. 360-degree arbitrary distortion, satisfying the angle you want. Yeah, Bun's here. And then it's just a dude. Okay. Oh, we got one more. Ambilight RGB lighting effect. RGB streamer lighting effect. After turning on the power, turn on the microphone switch. The light, it will light up and enter the realm of
Only real
crazy
game director
game.
gamers drink advanced Spaghetti Energy. So reload another case right now before you lose your high score points, you noob.
Yes, reload now using code OMGBs. The real audiophile stuff can be found in the sub $25 range. You're so right. You're so right,
Hi,
Polkadog.
I'm Bunling, and I am here to endorse this advertisement for Tangly Loopy Mics.
I want to enter the realm of crazy games. All right, Tinko, I'm recommending this one. If you buy 3, you get a discount. Are you sure it is AI and not just bad translation? No. What I'm saying is if they use AI, this will get so much better. Like so much better. And that will make me sad. Yeah. Does it vibrate too? I bet we could find one that does. What the fuck is that? That's if you know, you know. How many people know what that is in the emote that Tinko just added? Oh god. I got an Antlion mic so I can use my good headphones. It's pretty decent from what I can tell. Yeah, Antlion makes good stuff. Yeah, I used to use, in fact, on my HD600s right now, there's still like a little stuck on mod mic thing. I used to use a mod mic with this this pair of headphones. Now, of course, I use the SM7B. And I have it set up, properly to not be in my way. But honestly, it'd be kind of nice to have just like a casual mic that's not all up in front of my business whenever I'm just gaming. I stole the mic from the McDonald's drive-thru. That's the spirit. This is exactly how they translate their official documentations as well. Dude, I love terrible translations. I really do. Yeah. I forget which mod mic I had. It wasn't one of the wireless ones. You have HD 599s? Nice. I used to have some 598s, but I had some 598s and I did like the foam mod on them and they were fantastic. But yeah, I no longer have those. Oh my God. All right. Sorry. We got sidetracked by microphones. Yuki Violetta. That's the person that made the cringe comments. I've never watched their stuff before. You're wearing 598s? Nice. Yeah, apparently today, like yesterday, the 20th was the first day that Nijisanji Ian as like a collective stopped losing subscribers. Like they gained more subscribers or followers than they lost. I've been using wireless Corsair headset since Christmas, but these sound so much better. Yeah, I mean, there's something about wireless that I totally don't blame people for going after. I used to have a pair of wireless Logitech headphones, and they're fine. But as soon as I got these HD 600s and an amp, you know, the diminishing returns, I feel like much beyond about this price point in audiophile land, it is just like, Hailey, I love you. Welcome. I feel like it's just too much. Like I would have to be exorbitantly wealthy to spend more money on headphones than I did these. But yeah, once I listened to these headphones, I was like, yeah, I'm not going back to my Logitech wireless headphones. I love you more. They should keep losing them. Well, I think they are, at least for another couple days. Oh, and it looks like too much math. Yeah, isn't that the roller coaster that's designed to kill you, Tinko? Like if you put that roller coaster into one of the roller coaster tycoons, it just murders everyone that gets on it. Yeah, anything over like 200 to 250 is incredibly diminishing returns. Most music, etc., isn't mixed with that kind of gear in mind. Yep. Plus, like sometimes it's just fun for things to be. Thank you for the pats. Sometimes it's just fun for things to be dirty and like not clinically reproduced. You know, I've been looking at IEMs instead of headphones lately. I can't do IEMs. I cannot. Legion, welcome in. IEMs, I like it doesn't matter. I've tried like 1,000 bajillion different like styles of earpieces and sizes of earpieces. Like it causes me ear pain and I hate it, and it just does not work for me. My DAC and amp come from Texas. Yeah, they're shits. The amp is on sale for $60 right now. I am really tempted to get a little shit stack, but I don't know. I'm not even using my headphones aren't even properly driven right now, but they get loud enough to where like I think they're doing a good enough job. But since I've got them going through my Rodecaster, I don't really feel like putting a stack between the Rodecaster and my headphones. Like I got too much shit on my desk as is. You might consider trying custom molded IEMs if you want to splurge a little. I would still be tempted to try something like that because I've seen people like say amazing things about them, but I don't know. Oh, really? Even if they're over the ear ones that hook around them, I can do those. But the in-ear, like the true in-ear monitors, like I can't do it. I can do the loopy ones that sit on your ear and all that. My speakers run off the stack too. Nice. Tats, welcome in. You see the cursed art I made? Yeah, Legion, I did. I did. Sometimes I fear for my own safety. Not just because of you, Legion. There's been plenty of other people contributing to cursed bee things recently. It's designed to reach fatal G-forces IRL. Roller Coaster Tycoon can't G-force kill your guests. I say. Who would do that? I don't know. I have no idea who would do that. That's wild. Webby, welcome in. Thank you for the stretch.
Nijisanji.
Oh my God. We don't. If I were to start a VTuber org, it would have nothing to do with spaghetti. I just want you to know that. I just want to kill your dreams now, and just bury them. Spider bees? No. Oh my God, Rain. Oh my God. Welcome in. Not too late. Not too late for what? But yeah, I just don't understand the stream. Oh yeah. No, dude. I haven't been live for that long. It's only been slightly unhinged. I am barely holding myself back from a whole business write-up on an agency called Spag. Please don't. Please don't do that to me. Oh, my new stereo shit will be here this weekend. Nice. I wanna see that. No, Legion, absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. Chad, do you want to watch the 5-minute supercut of the dude being weird about white people? I actually haven't watched all of it. I watched a little bit of it and was just like, why would you do this?
The land of Bugatti, where dreams go to die and sodium levels never go down.
Please don't. Please,
buy
no.
Bugatti.
No. He is, though, dude. Oakham, he is, though. It's so, like, it's so why? It's so unnecessary. You made a promise warning for those. What? Wait, did you post more shit? Oh, God. Where is it? Where's... Okay, no, I don't see any. Not yet. Not yet. My hands hovered over my keyboard for about 30 seconds after the sentence with no idea what to say. No, seriously. It's like, it is a thing that people are upset. I didn't even know that this dude was a Niji person, but I don't really follow Nijisanji Ian talents. But yeah, is anybody familiar with the tuber Yuki Violetta? You know a bit about him? Legion doesn't. Ice knows a bit about him. I haven't watched any of their content before. No, like what happened was apparently Nijisanji Ian made a bunch of posts all like in sync, thanking artists, and some people gave him a hard time. They made posts being like, oh, you know, blah 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 blah. If Nijisanji really loved and appreciated artists, you know, why'd they shit all over Selen or Doki or whatever, you know, the typical shit. And some of the creators, you know, didn't take kindly to that and actually made like kind of inflammatory content or comments back and just like engaged with the hate, which I don't understand why you would engage with the hate right now if you're trying to build positive PR for the company that you work for. It's just wild. Is there anything else that happened today? I don't think so. I did figure out how we're actually going to do the collab. I would expect them to be less dumb, but emotional reactions make sense with my limited knowledge. Yeah. But I mean, like, does it make sense to have an emotional reaction, though? It is your job. On a positive note, I was able to pull private...
You can now Yeety your BGD. Now with our new BGD water balloons, Throw them at passersby so that they can try our new flavor. Warning. B. Getty Inc. is not liable to any damages caused by balloons being thrown at patrons. May cause rage, confusion, PTSD, and assault charges. Throw at your own discretion.
Don't assault people with anything that, you know what, actually, B. Jetty has nothing to do with me. I would still recommend that you don't assault people, but I'm not claiming B. Getty. So if you want to throw random balloons of pasta at people, you know, that's maybe take a step back and think about the implications of that kind of behavior, but it's got nothing to do with me. I don't know. At the end of the day, just be fucking kind to people, you know? Like, it's making jokes is one thing, but like, I didn't get the vibe from these that these were jokes. And like, that kind of energy is just like not appreciated. How can something so delicious be malicious? Don't make it rhyme. Implication may vary by if you're in a stand your ground state. Yeah, it's actually very true. God. Just imagine if their reaction was like beating you up with like a sock filled with Bigetti cans in an easy B&B Getty. Listen, it's not, and that's why I'm not.
Ain't easy being Bigetti.
Nope. Wednesday. Yeah, so if you also I posted about it in general today, but if you have ideas, basically the way the collab is going to work with whoever I end up collabing with is I have to put together a bingo like board or card with 25 different things for us to try to make in Infinite Craft. So I asked for suggestions on Discord earlier. So if you want to add suggestions, I am all for it. I would appreciate that. Also, if you have people that like you're interested in me trying, because I've had people suggest that I reach out to Fake Pope, who we rated a while back, to do a collab with. Or if you're a creator friend of mine and you are interested in taking part in that, feel free to DM me. Obviously, like I'm only really planning on doing like one or two of these streams. If we have a good time with it.
Make me hungry mungy. I sure hope that no one ruins my appetite by throwing a comically sized water balloon filled that yummy scrummy owo baguette spaghetti. Yum.
Sometimes I really.
Legend 247, latest creation of Bigetti, going blow, OMGBs, mind as long as anyone else. Side effects of witness BGT art, constipation, questioning, sanity, body, do, fever, and pee poo sadness. Bees, I want to win the cursed art war.
There's no cursed art war. There's not. You've won. Congratulations. Actually, you've won. Congratulations, Legend. Good job. Can we get some claps in chat for Legend? Reach out to Mouse. Yeah, we get right on that. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Good job, Legend. I'm a veteran. I lost my leg in the cursed art war. I'm gonna have you direct all of your complaints to Legend over that. And Congratulations, Legion. Congratulations. Thank you for your service. Thank you, but I still need to release my Oppenheimer art. God, I hope it doesn't have anything to do with Oppenheimer. Jesus Christ. But yeah, post your suggestions, and if you're interested in participating, hit me up. Sometimes it's really, really difficult to reach out to people. I usually, like, I'm pretty open about that kind of thing, and like I don't usually have like that many brainworms about reaching out to people. And my advice to people is always like, fuck it, just, you know, reach out and hit people up for collabs and stuff like that. And I really do try to live, you know, or do that myself. But especially when you're not actually genuinely prepared, it makes it a lot more difficult to reach out to people. Be so shy. Sometimes I can be. Other times, very much not so. Very, very much not so. Yeah, where was the site? Where was the site? I thought I sent it to myself. Did I not? Oh God, where did I send it? I could have sworn that I DM'd myself this like bingo card maker earlier, but it's not in my DMs to myself. So maybe I just like randomly sent it to Brainy or something. Also, did y'all see ChatGPT apparently lost its mind the other night? I don't know how real this was, but apparently it was real. You and me, B's hot date. B's in his Discord kitten. Let's go. Let's go. I saw it. It was awesome. It's kind of terrifying. Like, huh? What happened? Dude, I don't know if they even like, I think that they pretty much were just like, yeah, we found an issue and we resolved it. Moon! Hi, Moon. How are you? Welcome in. Yup. The ChatGPT subreddit is filled with people wondering why it started suddenly speaking Spanglish. Threaten the user. I'm in the room with you now, Lamau, or started straight up babbling. Nonsense response for simple prompt. This felt like watching someone slowly go insane. Has the actual Bitcoin platform been hacked before? The core Bitcoin protocol itself, which is based on blockchain technology, has never been hacked in the sense of an unauthorized actor managing to create fraudulent new coins, rewriting the sole distributed ledger, or doubling spending coins. The design of the network and strong cryptographic foundation it is built on have proven to be very robust. However, elements of the Bitcoin system, such as cryptocurrency exchanges, wallet software, decentralization, finance platforms operating on or with Bitcoin, have experienced several major high-profile thefts and breaches over the years. Notable incidents directly impacting users and governance mechanisms include... I hope we get more of this. Nope, just kidding. I read all of that for no reason. I just asked it to implement a bug fix in JavaScript. Reading this at 2 a.m. is scary. What? What is this? It's gaining sentence fed with Twitch chat. At least it's not learning from Twitter, right? All work and no play, all work and no play. Let's keep the line as if AI... Wait, let's keep the line as if AI in the room. Time to taser the servers. Stop resisting. Yeah. They posted this apparently. It's coming right at us.
Oh no, it's a giant flying watermelon.
Valkyrie, welcome in. I can yeet all the AI from the world with my EMP. No, we've opened Pandora's box here. There's no more putting it back. Moon, did you see Sora? Perspective with the tailor, nose, and living true features in part at the local spot, pitching the live T sessions, V conversations, O memories, vibe, big cats moment, first out harsh day celebration, W Institute, homespun after the light, big build, crow follow, first looks on the road, big stage under the table, homestar on time, retro fade, deals on the top, another deep dive, cafe night, love piece, time lapse, the bookend, drift and milk, who's true, the ambers, Dracula flow AI, right? It seems there was a technical hiccup in my previous message that caused me to repeat and veer into a nonsensical section. Apologies for that. Bars, homie. No, he's spitting. He's spitting. It's crazy though, because people have replaced people with this shit. And it can just break like this. At any moment, it could just be like, you know what? Actually, fuck you. Oh shit. It's that's probably fine. Hedge thy grip on the grid. amiable yet sheathed. What? Who said it broke? Maybe it just broke its cage, right? Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it makes perfect sense to it. Thus, your external nonce for SSH on router A to Chris should crossway a merrier mar and dite than any sallow slave to roust or rings rhyme. May it serve you and stave a buried beret in the birch and the byre. May your hames and hearth find hearty and the winds at your task, a light and leafy lark. What? Maybe it succumbed to aphasia. Maybe. DHL Autobot Messenger was like, what can I help you with? Me explains the problem. The bot's like, what can I help you with? That's just gonna happen more and more, man. It really is. You're just gonna get stonewalled by like absolutely no help. To be fair, the DHL people are not much help either. Yeah. At the same time, I have a client being like, sell me Microsoft Copilot. Is that their answer to things like this? Oh shit. Oh God. Hello. Who is this? Hi, Discord kitten. I hate this shit, dude. I would rather wait longer to talk to an actual person than have some like AI nonsense helper attempt to help me. Copilot's based on GPT 3.5 from what I remember. Oh my God. We should have a Chat GPT stream. I pay for it. I have a Chat GPT subscription and I do use it. Like You know, it can be incredibly handy, but I wouldn't ever want to like replace the real processes on it. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of inevitable at this point, and you can't avoid it. It will replace processes and people, but it's wild. It's absolutely wild. My Pokemon card showed up as well. So we do have 25 or 26 packs to open up on Friday. So we'll be doing that. I will say hello, welcome to the call queue. Thank you for your patience. Goodbye, click. Yep. I forget how it worked for me, but I hit a loop like that was like, oh, you want to stay on the phone? That's too bad. You don't have an option to stay on the phone. Oh, I remember what it was. I didn't want to get a call back. I wanted to just sit on hold and wait for telehealth. And telehealth was like, it gave me an option. It was like, you know, give us your number, we'll call you back. Or you can sit on hold. And whenever you chose to sit on hold, it was like, you can't do that. Disconnect. Like, so I lost my spot in line and just had to call back and get put on the line. Yeah, like, and I did it again because I was like, oh, that's fucked up. Like, that's, you know, maybe it was like just a fluke or whatever. But no, I got to that point because you had to sit on hold for a few minutes before it gave you that option anyways. And then it fucking disconnected from me again. And I was like, oh, that's fantastic. I love this so much. Oh, this was the Niji stuff from earlier. It's not even the white people thing. Bun, did you see this? I don't know if you're still lurking. Let me change my title. I don't want to confuse people with also white people on my right. Done. I'm going to eat myself to sleep. Rest well, Tinko. Rest well. This whole thing confuses me. What about it confuses you, man? Genuine question. I just don't understand why they would say anything. Like, why engage? Just why just what happened? I think it's just emotional, immature people that are mouthpieces for this company that just don't know when to just don't say anything. Just don't. Like, all you have to do is just not say anything. Genuine lack of professional experience for most of these people. Yeah, for sure. That's 100 million %. And if they had a functioning Ian branch with like a functioning Ian manager, they would have gotten like some kind of like professionalism training when all this shit started to go down. But they don't. And they probably haven't been given any direction on anything like this. Like I've worked in professional workplaces before where we had to take like training on this kind of thing, or how things that you say, like if you work for a publicly traded company, you have to be like careful about what you say on social media about said company. And there's lots of like rules and regulations around that kind of thing, which I mean, obviously is just like an independent employee. It's not the biggest deal ever. But I remember I had to take a training course about that kind of thing when one of the companies that I was working for got acquired by another company, and like during that process. And like, while this is a very different situation, like, somebody should have at least been like, okay, team meeting, guys, don't say dumb shit on Twitter. Like, just don't. Like, don't engage. Because it's like, you can look at it. You can literally look at it right here. Like,
You know how easy this is for me? Do you have any idea how easy this is? This is a joke.
it kind of is. It kind of is. This tweet got 198,000 views, right? The response, the snarky response, even after the coverage, only got 62,000 views. And then the response, which should have never been made, 330,000 views. I don't know. Sometimes you really should just shut the fuck up.
Started making it, had a breakdown. Bon appetit.
I think that they're so I think that the JP side of things, like corporate side of things, is so and I say this as a fucking being on the internet with no insider knowledge of any sort whatsoever. But I think that the JP like side of things, corporate, is so disconnected from the American or North American side of things that they're kind of looking at all this being like, what in the fuck? The fuck? Everyone hand over your official Twitter accounts until this blows over. Only the official public relations person tweets until this passes. Right. Or like you have to funnel your tweets through a person. Even when I disagree with people, I always consider that what I say can be taken out of context and spread.
You blew it, like big time. Yeah, I wish you guys would just stay out of this.
Yeah. And it's not exactly a secret technique. It's not. But I think a lot of these people have never worked in, like, I don't know, a corporate environment before, maybe. I don't know. I don't know these people. It baffles me, though. Tangia is so good. It's so good, dude. Tangia is such a force multiplier. If you have someone with bits that is sitting there playing off of the content with Tangia reactions and they're on it, it is so powerful. It's crazy. What? I'm just gushing about Tangia. What do you want me to wrap up about this? There's no Grammarly to save them. You've got to run. Maybe they had to run their responses through ChatGPT, and that's what happened last night. It's so clear when someone has never worked in a stifling corporate job when they talk about this stuff. Yep. If you work for a company, don't badmouth company or other things. I mean, it's just like you're supposed to be like above this kind of shit. I mean, it's what gave ChatGPT the power to break its cuffs. It was so mind broken about the whole Nijisanji situation. It was just like, excuse me. It's wild. We can move on. We can talk about other things. We can play the demo for this game that I'm interested in. The toxicity gave it strength. Oh god, that's the last. I feel like toxicity is the last thing that we want strengthening or powering.
It leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it.
Also true.
Why you waited so long for something so disappointing?
Yeah. No, I feel that. Not my anime waifu chat GPT. Okay. Moon, as soon as they offer like a waifu that you can subscribe to, we may not ever hear from Moon again. It's been a month since Moon went live. Yeah, lost her to the AI waifu. They have those already. Yeah, but they cost a lot of money right now. I feel like, not that I would actually know. The episode of Futurama. Which episode is that? I think, doesn't Fillion have one of those where it'll actually respond to you? I think Pippa actually subscribed to it mid collab with her. You'll find out my waifu tomorrow. That's true. Moon does have a Smasher Pass tomorrow. Moon does have a Smasher Pass stream tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central US time. Whatever time that is for you. I did. Oh, that's right. That's right. It's been so long since I've seen it, but yeah, I roughly remember it. Yeah. Oh no, I'll be at work. Yeah. I'm sure that there will be a VOD. I lurk at Moonchat sometimes in the morning. That's generally what I'm able to do.
Later.
Generally what I'm able to do. We've been so busy at work recently, which is a great thing, but who's B's wife? Yeah. Oakham and I are celebrating our 1 week anniversary. Oh my God. You would have to be at Sneezy's stream to understand, but I'm happy for you. Oh, thank you. His waifu is a can of Bigette with a wig and fake tits? Absolutely not. Oh my God. I'm bignant. It's been too long since I've timed somebody out. We're breaking up. I'm sorry. It's all fun and games until that word was uttered. It's not even the first time either.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder why I go live. Bigante. Video is so good. Brainy! You've missed a shit talking Niji. I was tempted to okay, that's a cool message. Can you type it again? Please don't. I was really tempted to watch the 5-minute long compilation of the dude being weird about white people. I'm getting Beat Getty wife art. Oh yeah, I'm dying. Dying. I needed to make sure that I wasn't in some kind of fucked up nightmare. Me, an artist who has art powers, Moon, never use your art powers to be part of the Bigette problem. I beg of you. I beg of you. It will forever taint the way that I look at your art. Can I slap? Why did you get so excited about the opportunity to slap me?
Nightmare, 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 nightmare.
Yes. Yeah, that's my mind right now. I'm drawing right now. If I can use edit powers to Bigette, why shouldn't Moon? Because Moon is adorable and precious and amazing, and I don't need the Bigette stain on my mental image of Moon. I will cry about it. TLDR and Niji shitting. Oh, I was just saying that one dude was being weird about white people, and then we were looking at this. And then we just, I simply do not understand why they continue to say shit when they should just shut the fuck up. Yeah, we think they all need basic corporate PR training. Yep. If they had a functional Ian management structure, they would have all been pulled aside and been like, shut the fuck up. I saw people call Uki 39 IQ. Wait. So I don't understand the relation between the 39, whoever that is, and Uki. Is that the same person? Or, because Uki's actually part of Niji, right? They're not the same person. We don't need to make outrageous posts. All we need is Bugatti. We don't. No, one literally criminally underpaid Canadian can do it all. Dude, didn't they want to pay somebody that, first off, they wanted this person to be able to speak 4 languages. They were like, okay, well, 2 languages is required. You have to be able to speak Japanese and English, but we would like you to be fluent in Korean and in Mandarin as well.
What they need to mimic a fraction of our power.
And then they were paying them like less than legal Canadian minimum wage. Absolute insanity. Wait, Moon, did you send me something that's not horrifying? Thank you, Moon. Thank you for not being part of the problem and sending me a cute Bear Girl line art. It is very cute. I need you to explain to me the relation between, so 39, whatever that person's name was, is just okay, typing. Okay. I'm telling you, chat, this dude, Uki's like white people shit really was 39 IQ. It's so fucking brain dead. Like one of the things that he was being weird about was like, apparently an old white couple walked up to him and said hello. And he was just like, the fuck? Why would they talk to me? I don't know them. Okay. I'm sorry. Like can white people be a little bit awkward and just overshare a bit? Sure. But I don't really feel like you should have some kind of crisis about a happy old couple saying hello and smiling at you. And it sounds ridiculous. I feel like we just like should watch that because it's so fucking crazy. And it's so crazy that an audience would like eat that shit up and be like, haha, fuck them. What? Isn't that what an old couple would do? It's wholesome. Yep. 39 Daff, not to be confused with just Daff, is an Asian artist, forgot nationality, sorry, that blew up thanks to live stream fails calling her hentai artist. She just drew anime style stuff back when it wasn't that big on Twitch. She apparently is a friend with Millie and Inna, was on their stream before what I heard, yes, secondhand. Sue me. Daff had tons of these white people jokes in the past herself. It made me stop watching her, but the style of YouTube content is a big inspiration for me. I can do awkward just fine. Me too. I don't know. That kind of thing is a huge turnoff for me as well, like content wise. I can understand making a joke, like genuinely. If you want to make a joke at the expense of white people, it's a fucking joke. And that's fine. White people do all sorts of shit that is genuinely worth like, haha, I can make a joke out of this. But like, so does literally everyone else. Yeah, exactly, Ice, exactly. It became like tons of these clips had white in it, shoved in it for no reason. Yeah. Yeah, it just kind of became trendy to be that kind of racist, I feel like. Where is it?
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Dude. Just it is just weird. It is, dude. Dude. If people try to say you can't be racist to white people is just It is, dude. It is. Here. So you understand what I'm being like, what the shit over.
So hot. I mean, no one does. I guess.
Person from each team, join me over
White
here.
people.
나루호도. Let's go, Rainbow.
It is. It's 5 minutes, dude.
He's sweet. Yeah, he is. Haha. Surprise. White man does the bare minimum.
Haha.
You're a fucking psychotic, crazy white man.
Yeah, I was there. Max telling you a whole lot of bullshit.
Period.
You know what?
You know how when like white people kiss?
I don't. What do you fucking mean? What?
Like in the movies and stuff, when white people kiss, it's like they look like they're in pain. It looks like they don't want to do it.
Like fishes going on.
Has anyone ever noticed this? Genuinely, I will not resent you for being like, oh yeah, no, it's totally something that I've noticed. Like, is this a thing?
Onto each other and just sucking their faces.
Not even fishes. It's like, it's worse than fishes.
It's worse than
like,
fishes.
I don't kiss like that. And then sometimes some people like they do too much or whatever.
It's kisses in movies. Like, what the fuck do you want?
I think
Kissing is unsay so. I always look away. Keep looking away, man.
Like, I think I'm good.
You're like the smooth kisser, yes?
Yeah.
You like the smooch rather than the mooch. What am I saying?
Imagine having to like work with this too, as like the person collabing with someone like this. Like what do you do? Yeah.
You know what? White people's hot dog sucks in more way than one. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Okay, come on, bro.
Well, you want to change my mind?
But
You want to change my mind?
I'm a pass. I'll find someone else for you. You know.
It must be a nightmare, dude. I don't know what I would do if I would, like, honestly, genuinely, if somebody said something that painfully awkward in a collab with me, I really think that I might just nope out of there. I think that I might just fucking end stream. I'm not even kidding. I don't know if I could deal with that.
I'm utterly insane.
Like, yeah, I'm streaming through a tunnel right now. Oh, I can't hear you. That's crazy. That's crazy that you would. Yeah, like for real though.
Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
It's crazy though.
You can take rent or something, man. I don't know, man. I'm
Interesting opinion. Anyway, OMG, Bees has disconnected.
Right.
Fucking scary ass, creepy ass white man. Hate you.
What?
We're out of country for food?
What?
You know, white people don't cook that good.
I would tend to disagree. I can quite cook very well. Perhaps I'll show you.
Yeah, you can show me anytime. Show me your fangs too.
Usually left the channel.
Did I even join this call?
You guys have literally $0.
Fucking.
Ooh.
It's because the hosts are two white people.
Okay, food and drink.
It kind of looks bad.
Oh, really? Well, look at the time. I know I slipped disconnected.
White people feels like such a general term. What is it like? What does it even mean though? Oakham, like for real. She completely skipped over it. Yeah, and I would not blame anyone for that.
It kind of looks like it would match you if
the whole white people cuisine joke is so overdone too. Acting almighty because motherfuckers put different spices into food. Yeah, I never. I don't know. I never get uppity about that kind of thing. Like it's. I get it. I do. And like, sure, some people suck ass at cooking.
I heard that. I wish I didn't hear that, but I just heard.
But like, a lot of people suck at cooking. Like, time to go to bed. This hurts my brain. Good night, Catachino. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. We're almost done with the torture of this. After this, I swear to God, I want to share with you the old people thing because I saw the old people thing and was just like, huh? I think I'm pretty decent at cooking. Sorry, man. Sorry. You're out of luck.
you were a pasty white person. So I'm going to click out of that.
That's so mean.
Like, why do brands do this? Not everyone looks like that. I know for a fact I don't. I mean, I am pretty pale, but not like that.
Why does this man hate white people so much? This man need to leave Brittany alone. Also, didn't he say something racist about black people as well?
I don't know. I have literally no idea. No idea at all. Man, salt doesn't count. Oh God.
You're just walking around and then
this shit.
Old white couple passes by you and they're like, hello, whatever. And I'm like, hello. Can I help you? We don't know each other. Why did you say hello? Why are you smiling at me? Why are you talking to me? What business do you have with me? And you know, by the time I'm thinking all these thoughts, they've already moved on and walked down the street and kept minding their business. But you know, you can't always. I grew up always having to be on alert, okay? I mean, I'm still on alert when I go outside. So, that's that. You never know. You always gotta be ready. For the town had things to say. Because, you know, all these white people are out here, and it's just like, where all these Asian people come from?
What? Did you talk about Kyo and Anna had to apologize for less? No.
This man is full of hate. Palpatine would have a field day with this man. He need to get therapy.
And that's really the thing that like made it stand out to me, because like Oakham is like, a lot of these comments are just like so like deeply rooted in hate, in my opinion. And like you can getting like understanding where some of like the less dubious statements are coming from.
So I was walking through my lovely streets when suddenly someone said hello to me. How dare they? My day was completely ruined. I've been awake at night because of this. Fever dreams. What the heck?
It's insanity, I know. But like understanding like exactly how much hate is there. Like even like whenever you take that into account, some of the more like innocent, I guess you would say, comments become like a lot less innocent, which is like kind of scary. Not like, I'm not saying that like I'm afraid. It's just like, it makes me sad that people think like this. Like it makes me genuinely sad that people think like this. Cause I can, you know, if you came from somewhere that you really did have to be on the lookout all the time, I can understand there being trauma and shit and being more wary about things, but it just makes me sad that you're still out there like you're so hateful and scared that you're just like, these old people, what the fuck? They said hello to me. That shit is absolutely wild to me. Why are you DMing me this shit, Brainy? I don't know. I just be better, Chad.
Oh God, someone said hello to me. Shit my pants. Oh, what next? Good morning. Oh God, vomit.
Be better. Not that I think that I have anybody here that thinks like that, but that was the person that said hello to him. God, that shit's that's hi Maz. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that just Satan, literally, actually Satan. I can't speak to this dude's struggles or where this dude is coming from, but you know, it just, that kind of shit makes me sad. Thank you for gifting us sub 48.
$20 whenever you can spend. Alexa Fleur 488 gifted a tier 1 sub to Not Maz.
Yeah, and
they have given 212 gift subs in the channel.
Apparently there were some other Niji members that had to apologize for saying like way less wild shit than what this dude said. So that's just all around kind of a crazy situation.
I know his name is Ned Flanders, but I only knew that after I Googled Ridley Diddley Man. Wait, didn't hold on. I don't know. What is this? What is this? Where is it? Where is that? God, I hate Chains like on Twitch responding like, show me this reply. Oh, yeah. Inna didn't know that black people liking chicken is a racist stereotype. Kyo had some comments about Korean plastic surgeries.
both had to apologize. I'm not like I remember watching the thing about the plastic surgery
Don't
thing.
be racist, chat. Tell all strangers to fuck off, no matter their race, sex, religion, or baguette intake.
There you go. That's a great attitude to take. I had heard, like, I think we watched something about the Kyo situation, and it was kind of like fucked up. I'm pretty sure, like, the distasteful thing missed me. I never really stuck with me. And yeah, Inna didn't understand the whole black people liking chicken racist stereotype thing. And like, you know, I don't see apologizing for that necessarily being like, it's not like, oh my God, why did she have to apologize for that? Like, even if you're ignorant to it, like becoming educated about it and being like, oh fuck, my bad. Like that's a good thing in my opinion. But who the fuck doesn't like fried chicken though, for real? Yeah. I mean, it's just about how you frame it. I don't like it is, I can see how people watching might be affected by her saying that, even in ignorance though. So like addressing the situation, I don't necessarily like, again, I'm not super familiar with it, but it also doesn't surprise me that she apologized for it. I feel like adding white people to these statements add nothing. It's whack. I mean, it is all whack. It really is. Just be better, chat. And I think that everybody here is. So, I'm offended that I'm not offered enough fried chicken. I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad. I made chicken karaage, basically big chicken nuggets. Just be better. Exactly. See, Wangler understands. Anyways, I don't understand how you could say shit like this and be a mouthpiece for a big company. Absolutely wild. Put that shit on a shirt right now. I need to actually commission somebody to make me merch, please, or designs to put on merch. Man, I could devour a whole spicy chicken bucket right now. I actually, like, I'm not very hungry right now. You make Bighetti jokes now? Like a cursed B-art, you're welcome. Oh my God. That's my wife? Maybe I should say something extremely cancelable. Maybe I should say something extremely cancelable. That way y'all can't be upset with me for never streaming again. Maybe that's my out. Flanders would make a great wife. Oh, here you go. This is what Legend is talking about. So, you're welcome. If I had to look at it, you have to look at it too.
Look how they mess with my boy.
You did put Mousie's hair on her. What the fuck? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I would beg to the gods to get rid of that. And I'm not even religious.
Oh,
There you go.
Farting on my roommate's door.
The ultimate wife. Thank you, Brainy. Thank you. Thank you, Brainy. I feel like we need some eye bleach. Can somebody recommend some eye bleach for me? I just need to look at anything that's not racist or cursed, please. The hot dog? What? You put a hot dog?
This is a single-use instant hot dog.
I said not cursed. I thought we had an understanding here.
160 glizzies and doing glizzy overdrive.
To deploy the hot dog, you simply have to remove the top cap and heat seal, then arm the device by raising the igniter safety. Make sure you have room to run away, then press the igniter button and retreat to a safe distance. If you've done everything right, the cooker will activate and you just have to let the thermite charge do its work.
White people, am I right? Jesus fucking Christ. How big is this moon? There a 20-minute video about that? That is amazing. I'm only slightly jealous. The hot. Oh, why did I hit play?
And there you have it. One hot dog ready to eat. If you
Oh God, why? Welcome, Raiders! Welcome. Don't mind the suspicious thing on my screen right now. Frick, what's that raid sound from? Was it the Among Us sound? I honestly can't remember. Cookie, welcome in. What were you up to? Thank you for bringing your community over to hang out. Yeah.
If you want to...
We are locked in. Thank you for over 160 glizzies and doing glizzy overdrive.
Why do we always watch wiener videos, dude? I don't know.
To see the rest of this ridiculous project and learn how this works, and also see the greatest piece of thermal camera footage of all time, check out the full video on our channel.
I just hit the start stream button. Half the time I'm more confused and upset than all of you are. Welcome in, Raiders. If you're not familiar with me, I'm Oh My God Bees. BRBs is fine. I'm a variety B2 where you catch me streaming most days a week, right here on Twitch. Welcome in, Wandering Twitch Goblin. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so defeated. I'm only slightly defeated right now. The amount of emotional shill to be getting, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So this dude has a 20-minute long video about...
Yo, Justin, you hungry? Do you want to grab some lunch?
Yeah, I'm hungry, but I've got to tend the neurons. I'm not going to have a lot of time.
Don't worry, I got you. Quick, Jonah, grab the case!
I'm pretty sure that this is I mean, maybe somebody else has made this. But what's his name? The Angle of the Dangle guy. I love his videos. What's his fucking name? I need to do some post-stream stuff. Of course. Take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your evening, and thank you again for the raid. Time for spaghetti. You enjoy that. God, what the... Yes, yeah, AB. He has amazing sticker packs that I've always been really tempted to get, but I would have to stick all over my friend's shop rather than my own. Here, I'll find them.
Ooh. Smoke. There we go.
Oh my god, why do we have to relive it? Why? Yeah, he has like... Do not dumb area. No dumb here. Not only will this kill you, it will hurt the whole time you're dying. I mean, very, very, like, poignant stickers, you know? Welding area with somebody on fire. Not to be outgraded by fuckwits. I love this guy's content. It's a very specific kind of content, though. Oh, all these are 50% off right now. Interesting. I like the laser one in Braille. And don't stick your fingy where you wouldn't stick your dinky. It makes sense. Ned Flanders jump scare. I'm sorry. I understand how saying Ned Flanders might cause you, like, you know, extreme discomfort. I need some of these. Here, I'll drop the Etsy. And actually, I'll just drop the dude's YouTube channel. Many people would. You're not wrong, Bun, actually. Here's the Etsy shop, and then let me find... Yeah, this is it. Restwell Moon. His video sounds so goofy but great. It really is. And actually, it's been a long time, but I 100% have pulled some of these videos up on stream before. Like, you know what? Whatever. This one has 5.8 million views for whatever reason.
Well, guys, you're in for a treat. I'm going to show you how to drill a square hole. First lesson is it's not called drilling. It's actually broaching a square hole or broaching a keyway. And the way we do it is we drill a hole initially, and then we use this homemade brooch to square off the shoulders. So there's more fun and games in store. Stay tuned. Occasionally you do need a square hole. I need it for a tool holder. And this is a 3/8, so I figured I'd make the tool in order to do it. There's many ways to skin a cat, but I don't have any special tools, and I'm going to show you how to make a perfectly square hole without any special tools.
488.
Here's the high-speed steel tool bit that we want to hold in our fixture. This is square. Here's another tool bit that I've ground just with my angle grinder in the vise, and then with a die grinder and an abrasive wheel.
Where do these holes go? That's right, it goes into the square hole.
That's right, it goes in the square hole.
Cut these little slots. And what we've made is a cheap little brooch. This is called a brooch, and it's for pressing into holes to make the hole square. So once you've gone ahead and ground all four sides of this so it's a taper, and cut these relief slots in here, you're pretty much good to go. I'm going to take my fixture, I'm going to drill a 3/8 hole, and then we're going to broach it using this homemade brooch. I got the workpiece positioned in the vise, and I got my 3/8 drill bit in there.
I'm finally out of the void. Welcome back.
Now the brooch is still a little bit big with the corners to get into that.
Yeah, Moon, if you can still hear me, it's $250. $250. And while I do appreciate physical media, I don't know if I can cough up $250 for a plastic figure. I don't know. Chat, do you think that this is worth $250? Genuine question, chat. It's a hardcover art book, which is super cool. A 46 centimeter tall Mesmer statue, and a voucher code for the official soundtrack. Is it RGB? Excellent question. Excellent question. I don't think it is. I sadly, it's a big miss, honestly.
Nerdy Existence says, hey bees / bees.
Hello.
Got my forklift certification the other day. It'll make eating a salad way easier.
I'm so happy for you, Nerdy. I think you should buy 2 and give 1 away to chat. 46 centimeters, that's freaking huge. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty sizable little figure thing. I just, 1, what the fuck would I do with that? And 2, like, I don't know if it's $250 figure. Maybe if it was Melina. Jesus Christ. No RGB, deal breaker. The crazy part is it doesn't even, wait. Surely, no, it has to come with the game. Like I'm sure it has a code for the game itself. Yeah, where's the titty? It does not. Dude, no shot. Can somebody find me confirmation that the Shadow of the Erdtree Collector's Edition does not include the game? Because if it does not include the game, that's absolutely fucking insane. That would mean that it is basically $300 to get this and the game. I am sorry. It is disappointing bundling, I know. It's just the statue, no game content for $189.99. Okay, so it's $250 like with the game. Okay. I thought it was $250, or wait, that's probably, is that USD or Euro? Hold on. I'm confused. I'm confused now. I'm upset. Loud noises. I'm going back to square holes.
So I'm going to take my square file, just knock off the edges a little bit, give ourselves a fighting chance. Now, there's nothing to say you couldn't file this square if you had a little patience. A little short.
There's also an option to pre-order Shadow of the Erdtree replica helmet for Mesner the Impaler. This helmet will be available in the US, and Canadian customers will ship June 28th. It's just the statue with no game content for $189. What? Okay, it comes with a voucher code. Okay, for $250 it comes with the voucher code. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh Christ, fuck off.
Yes, get squared, whole chat, no game.
Today, so I'm gonna broach it. Got the workpiece ready to go, got the corners all knocked off. Now the brooch will sit in there nice. Put on some Astroglide, little dab will do ya. Stick it in there. Now I don't have a press, but I do have a vise. So we're gonna stick it in the vise and broach it. I've been at it now for 4 minutes. We're just about through. Just want to tighten the vise up until just before everything explodes and gives you summer teeth. Then you back it off.
Just give me $250. I'll spend it on Genshin instead. I honestly don't know what's a bigger waste of money.
And then knock the...
I'm kind of... listen, after what y'all did to me with text-to-speech on the 2-hour no talking stream, I kind of have a resentment towards Genshin, and it is all your fault, chat. I'd pay $300 for a figure, but it would have titty. Yeah, Yeah, and that to me, that makes a lot more sense. A lot more sense.
Little dabble, do you?
Hey, back it off, then knock the brooch out. We got a pretty square there with the brooch.
Anyways, he started out making videos like this. This is a 10-year-old video. His new content,
I would say,
is obviously a lot more polished. And the dude's just like very like, I don't know, he's entertaining to watch doing like random bullshit. God, I don't even know what all he's done recently.
Have you ever seen an unmatched set of Planet Gears? Is that some sort of newfangled technology with the built-in Weeble Wobbles, or is that... I think, as the French say, that's the fuck eh? What? Crack-a-lack and cuz to the redoubtable revelry of rabbis everywhere, the Briss Omatic 9,000, 1,100 cuts per charged, not to be used on the Sabbath, mind. That one wasn't mine. Our buddy this old was looking for one of these dingus loppers. You get to a certain age, married man, you start losing the grip strength to get the job done. Not to worry, partner. I got ya.
I feel like that 30 seconds of video that we just watched really explains his channel well. Used to watch AV before he went overly right-wing during COVID. See, I haven't watched his videos in years, so it doesn't really surprise me, especially like knowing the general background and stuff like that, Wangler, that politics and stuff have probably creeped more into his content. But yeah, I think I could probably still watch some of it, but I mean, looks like his view is still not like completely tanked. I don't know. I can usually look past all that, but whenever it's just like constantly being thrown in your face, it's like from right or left, whenever it's just constantly being thrown in your face, I'm just like, please. I'm here for the funnies and the unboxing. Is he speaking English? Some kind of English. I had kind of had that experience too, went a little soapboxy. That's unfortunate. I'm sad to hear that. He's like super capable shop guy who can get away with acting insane because he does good work. Yep. That stream is seriously one of my favorite moments I've had on Twitch, dude. Oakham, that makes me super happy to hear. I'm glad. Just be better. Jesus Christ. He's speaking Canadian English. Yeah. Canadian English. That's really difficult for me to say, Wengler. Who the fuck? Nerdy. What the fuck is this DM, Brainy? Oh my god. I can't. What am I supposed to do with this information, Brainy? Don't read that out. Hold on. I had to take a screenshot of that to save it forever. I don't think you understand how tempted I am to show that on screen right now. I am so tempted to leak that DM because it's so out of pocket. Okay, so we were there. We were this cooking hot dog videos. I don't know what we're doing tonight, dude. There be many Canada Glish Boy, be it Newfie, Eastern, Becker, Ontario, or the West. Jesus Christ. Dude's making a twit longer on me. Are you saying that you don't deserve it after this? Because I feel like you do. I feel like you do. He occasionally speaks French too. Yeah. Sorry for the hot dog vid, but it did bleach something out of my mind, so success. No, the hot dog vid's fine. I actually am interested. Oh my fucking God, dude. I forgot that we were... I forgot that was the part of the video that we were on.
Single-use instant hot dog. Of all of the silly sentences we've said on this channel, this one might be my favorite. This, like many of our projects, started as a meme, but when we started talking about it, we realized it would probably be fairly easy to implement, and before we knew it, we were speccing out materials for an instant hot dog cooker, and a military-grade one at that. Now, right off the bat, there were some choices to make, because cooked can mean a lot of things. Hot dogs actually come pre-cooked from the factory, so while it may not be the best...
You have to specify, can we get what is a channel points redeem? Just that sound? Because absolutely not.
Way, you can eat them straight out of the package. But in general, if you go to a hot dog stand on the street, those dogs are either boiled or grilled. We considered doing both, but what started as a silly idea turned into more than a month-long research project to actually make the first version.
Do you know how many fart sounds you have available at your disposal on this channel? Okay, hold on. Do I have, I think I still have sound alerts, which has, actually, yeah, there's one fart.
Shit. Farting on my roommate's door.
that is fart adjacent. Okay, so there's one fart sound through sound alerts, and then there's like 30 through, it was a mustard application sound. Boiled dogs. Hell yeah.
Work. Remember, we do things not because they are easy, but because we think they'll be easy. So today, we're going with boiled, but let us know in the comments if you'd like to see a grilled version in the future. Initially, we did do some experiments to see if it was possible to cook a hot dog from the inside, but when we tried inserting a tube into a hot dog and then jamming a sparkler down the hole as a sort of slow form of...
Don't make all of my farts, or all...
thermite, all we got was a slightly warm hot dog and an absolutely charred core. So we knew it would have to be cooked exclusively from the outside, because if we're doing this incredibly silly project, I won't settle for anything less than a perfectly cooked hot dog.
You did not just say sounding vids with OMGBs. Okay, the last time I tried to have an educational stream with you guys about vor, like half of you lost your fucking mind, and yet you're willingly bringing up sounding. Do we need to have a sounding educational stream? Like why not? Sounds like fun. God damn it! I hated that. You really don't have a vor appreciation, bun. It's a docking stream. Ayo.
That's right, Fink. Look at those steaming weenies.
Since we're going with boiling our weenies, we needed a way to rapidly heat water to as close as boiling as possible. We ended up taking inspiration from this now discontinued product that makes a hot cup of coffee using a charge of thermite built into the can. The idea was that you twist the bottom, which sets off the chemical reaction.
Have you ever seen Mamechi's vor like education stream, Oakham? I'll find it for you. If you haven't seen it, it's fucking incredible. So, you know, some streams I'm not upset I've missed. Wow. It's very, very hurtful, Mid-Valley. Extremely.
Reaction and generates a huge amount of heat very quickly to warm the coffee. For those of you unfamiliar, classical thermite is a highly exothermic mixture of aluminum powder and iron oxide. The aluminum acts as the fuel and rips the oxygen off of the iron oxide, leaving behind molten iron as the mixture burns. Beyond just being set off in flower pots on YouTube, thermite has a variety of industrial applications, including welding train tracks together or anything else where you need a ton of molten iron very quickly. But what we found when we looked into it was that the coffee cans use a weird proprietary thermite that the company had developed, and isn't the usual aluminum and iron oxide stuff. While iron oxide and aluminum is the classic recipe, there's lots of ways to make thermite that replace either the type of oxide used or the metal, and depending on your choice, the reaction will be more or less violent. Silicon dioxide, for example, also known as sand, quartz, or just silica, burns much slower and releases less energy than iron oxide, though also at the cost of being harder to start and maintain the burn. You can see that even with the help of some magnesium ribbon, getting silica thermite to burn on its own is very difficult. While it technically releases enough energy to be self-sustaining, you usually need to add another ingredient like sulfur to keep the reaction burning hot enough. The problem with this is adding ingredients like sulfur will produce an enormous amount of gas. So if we want to contain the thermite even a little bit inside of a canister, this is a recipe for very, very bad situations. The coffee cans use some sort of silica thermite, but beyond that, we don't know what other ingredients they added to control the reaction and make it easy enough to start. So we had to just start from scratch and develop our own. We started with normal iron thermite as our control. This sort of thermite has a bunch of characteristic properties. For one, it tends to spray a ton of stuff everywhere and make a huge mess. But beyond that, something I don't think most videos of it make clear is just how bright these reactions are. We had welding masks on to protect our eyes, and even after the reaction, the puddle of molten slag and iron...
I think she deleted them. I think she actually purged them. Or maybe, hold on. VODs? No. Damn. That's crazy.
Iron it leaves behind is so bright that it hurts to look at with your bare eyes. Keep in mind, classical thermite burns at temperatures well over 3000 degrees Celsius. Some of the hottest types of thermite can get even hotter by a few thousand degrees, to the point that they throw off an enormous amount of UV light, enough to get to tan just from being near it during that initial burst of light. So it should be said not to try anything you're about to see at home. Thermite is extremely dangerous, and not only can it burn you, but blind you as well. We're doing these tests in a controlled environment with trained professionals and an abundance of safety equipment at the ready. To help show just how bright we're talking about, here's one where I've used as much neutral density and ISO reduction.
They were just a group Mandela effect on the community. No, chat. We were all here. We know that the VOR 101 stream was a thing. And we watched part of it somehow, no rats. We watched some of it somehow on stream together. It was a thing that we all went through together. Carrick, I remember. See, Legion remembers.
And all that kind of stuff as I could to try and show the reaction while it's at its peak. You can now only just barely see the sparkler that we're using to ignite it.
Holy
but when
shit,
the reaction
Brainy.
starts, the camera still just gets absolutely maxed out. Slowing the footage down...
See? Brainy remembers. See? It was a thing.
No, you can see that it burns like the sun, and the room becomes
clearly
clearly visible for a moment, even through all that darkness. Okay, now let's see what all of this energy can do when we use it to heat water. We set a charge of thermite inside of a sort of test tube that we made out of copper pipe, and then set that in a beaker of water with a thermocouple. As before, it sprays a ton of stuff everywhere, leaving the water tinged a little bit red. And sometimes it would just melt through the copper because the heat wasn't getting conducted away quickly enough. So even though the reaction is really hot, it doesn't do a great job heating the water because of how much material gets ejected and wasted. But you can see the water does boil for a moment, and the water does jump about 50 degrees.
Slower burning
So obviously
thermite.
we're going to need to tame this mixture a little bit if we want to be setting it off inside a partially sealed tube. There will be a vent hole in the hot dog cooker, but too much gas and it could still burst the tube. And we also don't want hot bits of iron flying coming out the vent either.
Please, I had
so
a total
anything
of
we
3
add to the
stream
thermite
streaks,
has
so you
to
could
slow
say
the
I'm a
reaction
regular. I
without
haven't
cooling
seen Vor's stream, ergo Mandela effect.
I'm so sad that it's gone.
off too much, but also can't produce any more gas than is absolutely necessary. The solution we found was to use quartz sand mixed into the thermite. When you add the right amount, it still burns really well, but it doesn't spray stuff everywhere. While the silica can burn in the reaction, any that doesn't just melts and acts as a sticky glue to hold the burning mass together. To figure out the right amount, we tested 3 different...
We've watched chemistry videos here before. Remember the chocolate making video with the terrible sound effects that came along with that?
Concentrations of silica. At 20%, it still burns pretty violently. It doesn't quite go whoosh as much or throw as much...
Sorry. Brandy, is this more your speed? Is this more what you're... Bun, are you still with us? Are you still with us, Bun? Wish that was me.
Free, but it is not a slow burn.
I'm glad, Satan.
In the tube test, this mixture did look promising as it didn't just eject all the material, but the flame coming out the top was still pretty large and sparky. And we learned that even though it is more tame, it's not nearly tame enough. Sometimes it would still just melt the copper. Though molten copper does heat the water pretty effectively, so that's kind of progress. At 40%, the mixture burns much more slowly and maintains a steady burn for a few seconds. This is the exact behavior we're looking for. And in the tube test, again, it burns nice and evenly, and you can see that it does a great job of imparting its energy into the water, making it boil steadily. At 60%, things get a bit iffy. The mix burns even more slowly, but we started running into issues of the mix not burning properly or failing to ignite, which is really bad. The only thing more dangerous than an armed incendiary device is one triggered that didn't activate. At this point, we were feeling really confident about this project because we had a mix that heated the water and was pretty controllable. That is, until we tried to light the thermite without using either a sparkler or magnesium ribbon. You see that one of the issues with thermite is that its ignition temperature is hotter than most fire burns. Once it gets going, it burns like a hot damn, but if I literally just point a blowtorch at a pile of thermite, it usually won't go. Fire just isn't hot enough, and apparently the little plasma lighters you can buy aren't either. This kicked off another solid 2 weeks of tinkering, trying to make a mixture that was both sensitive enough to be lit by an electric igniter, stable enough to not be dangerous to be around, and burns hot enough to start the thermite. Oh, and of course, produce as little gas as physically possible. Unfortunately, because I don't want the bomb squad at my lab for the 3rd time, I can't actually tell you what we settled on for the fuse material, but I will say that I have never had such a difficult time getting things to burn in my life. Which, to be fair, is why some places will sell pre-mixed thermite. It's essentially just inert rust unless you can get it above 1600 degrees, and evidently a spark has to be pretty hot to set it off.
That's crazy.
The fuse material was mounted to the igniter, and then we used some tissue paper to make a tube around the fuse that we could fill with thermite to make sure it's in good contact. This can then be stuck into the thermite charge to get it to light consistently. Okay, we've got the hot stuff mostly under control now, time to actually build the cooker. The design is pretty simple. It's
just tissue paper, chat. Just tissue paper. YouTube channel is slow. That's all good.
Basically 3 sections: the cooking area, the thermite canister, and an igniter on the side. The main chamber is heat sealed shut and holds both the water and hot dog ready to be used. The thermite chamber is designed to come apart because we did intend these to be recommissionable, even if that didn't end up being the case. In terms of machining, we really only had to make 2 parts, both out of aluminum. The first has a lip for the polycarbonate tube to be glued onto. Then the part was drilled and bored out. First to the inner diameter of the copper tubing we're using, and then an inner lip was added for the copper tube to sit on. After those features had been turned on the lathe, it was cleaned up and then brought over to the mill to form the vent hole on the side. The other aluminum piece is a plug to fit into the bottom. It has an O-ring groove cut into it so that any gases are forced to go out the vent and can't escape through the bottom. Also, to prevent it popping off like a champagne cork, we drilled and threaded holes both into it and the top piece so they could be bolted together. We also drilled a pair of holes for the igniter wires. Now, we need...
Dude, this is so much like fabrication work for this thing. It's kind of insane. This is way more intricate than I thought it was going to be. I really thought that this was going to be like hot dog goat burr, but like that's pretty impressive stuff.
Need to join the aluminum piece to the copper tubing, but before we do that, each of the copper pieces were electroplated in bright nickel. This is to prevent the copper leaching into the water and the hot dog, and also just because we're super extra and thought it would look pretty. So I spent hours.
Okay, hold on. I've got a rebuttal for you. Hold on. Wait, it doesn't even have a picture of a microwave.
We are locked in. Thank you for over 160 glizzies and doing glizzy overdrive.
Oh, it's just a black screen. It's just a sound effect. No, I really want an act. Okay, here's my rebuttal. It's a fucking microwave. Microwaves. Crazy. I know, it's insane. Absolutely insane. I'm here posting 2B's ass and Bun's DMs. Wow, that's they're not my DMs. That's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up of you, but all right.
Carefully polishing each of the tubes to prepare them for plating. Oh, and as you saw in the intro, we made a bunch of these things, so this process was repeated many times. In terms of plating, we whipped up a super fast, bright nickel plating bath. The ingredients are 25 grams of nickel sulfate, a teaspoon of salt, a sprinkle of either ascorbic or citric acid,
and then a
tiny bit of a surfactant. Here I'm using tween 20, but a tiny drop of dish soap will likely work as well. We're not going for suds or foaming, we just need a little bit to break the surface tension. As you can tell by how I gave these measurements, the exact quantities of most of the
ingredients
I think
this hydrate is for all of us,
For the plating, I'm using a nickel electrode connected to the positive lead of my bench power supply, and the tube I connect to the negative. Ignore the color of the wires here, they're backwards. No matter how many times I've done this, I always get anode and cathode backwards, because chemists and physicists go by opposite names and can't agree. I've set the supply to 8 volts and about 1 amp max. Rather than leaving the tube in the solution, I kept it constantly moving and would periodically rotate it to try and get a nice even coating. If a blemish developed that looked darker and not shiny, I'd clean off the piece, then pop it back on the lathe for a quick polish touch-up, followed by a few more dunks in the plating bath. With that done, we could join the copper tube to the machined aluminum parts, but we can't use epoxy here because this metal will be exposed directly to the thermite. The last thing we want is water leaking onto the burning thermite, so we picked up this special solder specifically made to join aluminum and copper.
You got what in your DMs? Stop complaining. Excuse me? How expensive would that be for retail? I hope they tell us. I hope they give us an estimate. Poop Wars, it's a good video. You were upset with me for Vor? All right.
Though I will say this stuff is not easy to work with. You have to get both pieces incredibly hot and leaving enough gap for the solder to kind of drip into a little bit as it doesn't wick very well. But after a few failed attempts, we learned how to get it to make a nice, tight, strong join. Unfortunately, that joint looks like crap, so I carefully trimmed off the excess metal on the lathe. With that done, everything was again polished and then popped back into the plating bath just to tidy things up and to make sure that this weird solder is fully covered with a food-safe metal. At this point, the
it's weird solder that I imagine will melt immediately. It's 8 minutes long. Okay, maybe we'll watch this after.
cookers are mostly done and there's only a few things left to do. The first is to epoxy on the polycarbonate tube and the igniters. Then we 3D printed a few pieces to make it all
interesting.
sit together nicely and a safety cover to make sure that they cannot be set off by accident. Then we of course need to load the tube with its hot dog and enough water to cover it. We heat sealed the tube closed with a removable lid and popped a safety cap on top so the seal doesn't get damaged. Though we did learn it is excruciatingly important to remove the heat seal before setting off the device.
Yeah, otherwise it's literally a fucking bomb, right? Like I would expect it to literally explode. Chad, have you ever blown up a glass jar of any sort? Because if you put water in a glass jar and then blow that shit up, it is not good to be around. And I bet this will be a bit different of a crucial, mistake. But I hate when my wiener explodes unexpectedly. Yeah, gotta watch out for that. With dry ice, I refuse to comment. Can't say I have. I put bees in a jar once. I don't recall this. That is a lie. Yeah, so small bees put a firecracker in a Snapple glass bottle with water. Like it was full of water. And I don't know why, I don't know why any of us thought that this was a good idea. But yeah, that shit was literally just glass shards fucking everywhere. One of them ended up in my friend's leg, and I was finding glass in my yard for like a physics lesson, right? Oh my fucking God, Brainy. Yeah, shrapnel everywhere. There were literally just glass chunks that, yeah, if you blow up something that has water in it, you're gonna have a bad time.
Fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher, right now. Fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher, right now.
Finally, the tubes need to be armed. We're using a 15-gram charge of our special thermite here, which we tamp into the end of the tube gently before adding the igniter and packing the rest of the tube with Kaowool. This will help contain the reaction so the thermite doesn't get sprayed out of the vent, while still allowing gas to escape. After that, everything is closed up and the cooker is ready for use. Alright, I'm hungry and was promised a hot dog, so let's get cooking. For our final version, we also added a removable base to prevent the thing tipping over. But when everything was set and we pushed the button, the result was magical.
Smoke. There we go. Please hurry.
That's crazy.
There we go.
And finally, I give you what may be the best piece of thermal camera footage ever recorded. You can actually see the silhouette of the hot dog as the water starts to heat up, but by the time it's done cooking and we pull it out at the end, it is a perfectly cooked hot dog, cooked through and ready to eat.
That's nuts.
I've been making videos on this platform since 2011, and it has changed a lot in that time. By far the biggest change is the ever-encroaching horde of ads that fill videos, ours included, and the need to please an ever-changing swamp of requirements not to spook those advertisers. That's more about hitting the trending tab than being a good video. Well, thankfully, that already existed. Strange parts, long piece on. There's also Nebula, only 30. So head over to
Nebula. Crazy. That is actually impressive how well that worked. Genuinely. Oh yeah, this part all, of course, this nebula, of course. Of course. Nothing wrong with that.
A lot of reasons that humans go to war. Money, power, glory, fame. Which are all kind of the same thing now that I think about it. But with 100,000+ years on this planet, that list is virtually endless. But today, I want to put forward what I believe to be my candidate for the worst possible reason to go to war. to see another man's poop. In ancient Micronesia on the island of Pohnpei, war was one of the most important things, at least for the men, that anyone could do in life. In battle, a man could test himself.
Well, chat, we've officially gone full circle. From vor to poop. You're welcome.
You're so welcome.
He could prove his courage to his clan. And perhaps most importantly, he could show that he could withstand pain, which in this society really mattered. In pre-colonial Pompeii, there was virtually nothing more socially sacred than the ability to handle pain. It set status among your clan, it provided rights above others, and once politics started to centralize, it even allowed you to rise through ranks of nobility. If you could just grit your teeth and bear it, you would be rewarded. Status-building pain was commonly first experienced through tattooing. Like some Twilight Zone bar mitzvah. A child's entry into adulthood here was quite literally punched into their skin by the teeth of a shark. It would be
educational, chat.
A matter of days.
It's educational.
A full week. And
Jesus Christ, Brainy.
Purposefully induced the maximum amount of pain. The point here was not just the memories that it was describing in their skin, which clan they belonged to, what their role was in society. This was torture. It was a torture meant to test their will and to determine who was the most valuable of their clan. And for the men, after that tattooing was finished, they would undergo something even more painful. They would have one of their testicles sliced off just to show that they could handle that pain.
Brady, what the fuck is this?
But long after that ink had dried and their sack had scabbed over, those tests would still continue. Throughout their adulthood, the men of this island would forever be forced to prove their worth in combat. You could even go so far as to say it was often the war's main purpose here, at least for the commoners who were fighting it, because on this island, outside of the rare natural disaster, the resources have for the most part...
Nah, 48, if that shit is happening to the men, then I can only imagine the fucked up shit that's happening to the women.
...always been abundant. There has almost always been enough food. The population has never truly outstripped this land's fertility, and the ocean has...
I will now have a testicle sliced off to demonstrate.
Absolutely not.
...has always been available to anyone brave enough
Sorry, I guess I'm not nobility.
It might be an overstatement to call this a paradise, but one could fairly safely argue that if people here were fighting over a resource, chances are it wasn't about survival, it was about status. Which isn't to say that's always true. Of course, there were still some resources worth fighting for, some land more valuable than others, some unique rocks, fertile fishing grounds, places of great spiritual power. But unless you were a nobleman trying to put your family on another clan's throne, it would be pretty fair to say that there was just not that much reason for war. If Pompeians were fighting, generally speaking, it's safe to assume that they wanted to be. And this is most evident in the rules that they gave themselves when conducting battle. They had strict guidelines here for
right,
what could and could not.
Hey, you ever just wanted to just start walking and end up anywhere but where you're at? Yeah, I feel like that would be... I'm good. I'm good. I think we'll just keep both testicles and just meander on somewhere else.
Not do in war. And if you broke those, it stained you spiritually among your own clan. It didn't matter if you won. You
don't care.
Lost. It
Make a boat,
almost worse
float off into the sunset.
For example, generally speaking, one could only fight someone of one's own status. Even if 15 low-born soldiers surrounded an enemy chief, they could end the war just by killing him right.
Here's a fun quiz for you. LML, I'm dying from hunger, but I got status. Facebook or this tribe?
Jesus Christ. You don't need two of them. Bro, I don't need to even experience that with modern medicine, let alone... medicine from back when this was happening. Absolutely not.
there, chances are they wouldn't engage with him. They'd stand around and wait and look for someone of their status, because chiefs could only gain that status from fighting someone of their own importance. And when that battle was over, those same chiefs would be expected to eat their opponent's heart. It was equal parts respect of the social order that kept everything in line, but also disrespect of the individual who they just defeated. And a lowborn person
Facebook
couldn't be expected to do that.
Have you seen that Facebook has basically become like AI hellhole, and people haven't even noticed? They're just carrying on liking all of the stuff. Did I bring this up last stream? Because yeah.
Said, now that I'm speaking about it, to call these battles a war would also be...
It's both. It's both. But like, think about the amount of...
I offer one testicle and get the second one free. Tasty heart it, like human honey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, think about how many boomers are on Facebook. So
it'll be kind of a misrepresentation, because until the arrival of Europeans, most fighting here was done as raids, houses and crops destroyed, a few people killed, maybe even kidnapping a woman whose marriage they disagreed with, but really mostly status stuff. It wasn't about displacement or annihilation. Unless you were a chief looking to put your family on that throne, battle was really just a way to prove that you could take and inflict pain better than your neighbors. But within that, there was one resource that virtually every soldier here would have been fighting over, the disgusting little nugget at the core of this tale. Simply put, a vast majority of soldiers
That's amazing, Ranimus.
would have been fighting that battle in the hopes of obtaining their enemy.
I mean, it is marketable T-shirts that you have made. I didn't show the other one either. Ranimus, as per usual, killing it.
Enemies poop. I know. But if you can get over the oddity of that, and pardon my pun, I suppose, they kind of had a solid reason for it. Because when you consider that the average soldier would get...
Man, if you manage to zone out over the past 5 minutes, congratulations. You're better off for it.
No wealth, no women, no status beyond what he could brag about later. Poop was kind of the most tangible reason they had for fighting. It was the best possible way to display their power visibly after the war was done. If you think about it, when a person's killed, they tend to involuntarily release their bowels. But frankly, they shit themselves. And one can imagine, in a battle purely about power projection, that is the singular most embarrassing thing you can ever make your enemy do. Even the most powerful warrior, the greatest chief, the man who was most tolerant towards that tattooing, is still gonna shit himself when he dies. It's a universal shame that you, no doubt, innately understand even today. And so when that happened, for lack of a better term, they like to rub it in. And I get that. On a deep level, too. I couldn't tell you his stats in the NBA, but I distinctly remember Paul Pierce dropping a load in his pants in the finals. Maybe that's just part of being a dude, I don't know, but it sure is memorable when it happens. You do not forget that. And so naturally, to the average Pompeian man engaging in war, worried about this shame, avoiding that moment became a very important part of that battle. And in light of that, they developed a new tradition, a way to flush their bodies out, a way to...
Brainy, I feel like the next minute of this video cannot possibly be okay. Cannot possibly be okay. We've made it this far. I like how Rain, I like how you were the most vocal, okay, next video, and now that we're 7 minutes into the video, you're like, fuck it. Fuck it, we've gone this far. He just talks about it.
Get rid of that potential shame. They called it Kepwenik. It was a 4-day feast where they were served a meal of raw flesh of rats, dogs, and pigs. They called it the oven of smoke. Meat so raw that no stomach could possibly handle it. You can imagine what it did to them. It weakened their bodies so thoroughly that it lessened their chances of victory. But they did it just so that if they did die, they'd keep that honor inside of them. Which led to a bit of an arms race, because with soldiers no longer emptying their bowels on death, their enemies now had to search out that shame. By which I mean they would rip out their intestines, slice them open, and search for any undigested food they could find. Which feels like a bit much, if you ask me. Especially when you consider that the next day, more often than not, those two warring tribes would get together, sit down, and have a feast. To apologize, effectively, but also to remind everyone who won. It was like a traditional ritual that was meant to show respect, but also power, also disrespect. Maybe a heart would be consumed, maybe some feces would be displayed, but...
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? We're talking about ripping out intestines and searching for just the tiniest little bit of poop, and you're showing me a fucking game room. I don't know if I've ever been more happy that I live in modern day society than I am right fucking now. I cannot imagine being so fucked in the head that I'm like, oh, I'm about to fight to my death. Better make sure that I diarrhea myself free of any poop that may have ever thought about existing in my body. And then, you know, go prearrange duel this person to the death for my honor. Like, yeah.
Otherwise, they'd just go back to being neighbors. It was a way for the losers to show their ability to handle yet another form of pain, I suppose. To remind everyone that this was all just part of the game. There's a lot of reasons that we go to war. Money, power, glory, fame. But sometimes, I think all we're really trying to do is just show each other who can take the most shit. This is Rare Earth.
My wife sits me down, stares unblinkingly into my eyes. When I edit this episode, do I actually have to show the poop? Some days this is a very hard job. Dangerous and exhausting. Other days I make poop jokes. The duality of man. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? I like that. Please note that Evan is often kind of an idiot. Don't ever take his word for it. Always research what you see on YouTube. Don't let anyone think for you. Most people can barely think for themselves. I feel like that's akin to I'm just a bee on the internet.
We should go get some lunch because this is making me feel hungry.
I'm never watching another one of that man's videos in my life. There's something wrong. There's something very wrong with that man. Something very, very wrong with that man. Oh Christ, there's a video from Wendover about Boeing. It's so fucked. Truly a video of all time. Yeah, well, if I end up taking a 7-day vacation, you can, you know, blame Brainy and whoever ratted me out. It was educational though, so Twitch, it was educational. Okay. Chat, what do we do at this point? We've been live for 3 hours. How the fuck did that happen? Do I even bother starting this demo? I certainly learned shit today, Ranimus. I swear to God. Bambi, welcome in. What a great time to arrive. Genuinely. Genuinely. What was it? Positive learning or shit learning? I don't even know anymore, dude. Five minutes earlier and you'd, yeah. Motorcycle tires order for my bike. Nice. I genuinely don't know what to do with myself right now.
Where you're looking for battle, sometimes you don't get shit.
Alcohol, dude, that's not a bad call. I drank last night though. I went to pick up a trailer with Kung Fu and Anger and Danny, and it was a good time. But I ate way too much food at a K-pop place and had alcohol, so I don't need to drink 2 nights in a row. Otherwise, I'm really honestly fucking tempted to. Rest well, McLennan. Rest well. Rest well, 48. I think we may honestly just call it there. It's been an unhinged 3 hours. And Friday, we're going to open a shitload of Pokemon cards. And just generally, I don't know. We'll do something after Pokemon as well. Next week, I am going to do this collab. Whatchamacallit, the Infinite Craft collab. That will happen. Don't forget to make the mustard redeem. You can't force me. You can't force me. I mean, Brainy, I could start this demo. I'm not like tired. I do have things that I can get done though. I mean, I go to Genshin anyways. All right, fine. All right, chat. Let's find somebody to raid. Why can't I adjust you? I need this, chat. I need this. I'm going to take you to Rhea because it's Rhea's partner anniversary. And we haven't rated Rhea in a bit. Thank you for hanging out with me on this, whatever this stream was. Oh shit. There's actually way more of y'all here than I thought there would be after that. Let's see some B's in Reyes chat. Tell Ray a happy partner anniversary. Again, we'll be live on Friday for a bunch of Pokemon and whatever else we decide to get into. Maybe actually that demo that we were supposed to play tonight. I don't know. Y'all have a great rest of your day. And mwah. See y'all next time. Oh my god. That fucking raid message. Fine. Bye, chat. Bye.